Thank you so much for joining us here at Indigo Moon. So, the spirit within you, your soul of all souls, loves you, wants you to actually gain more. Because remember, God lives within you, so shared space. Life shouldn't be so hard. That's what a lot of people say. And a lot of people believe that life is really hard. And it can be challenging at times. Trust me, I know. I've had my own bouts with trying to figure out finances, trying to figure out how to balance things out, and trying to separate my own personal work from work, where you actually earn an income. You know, there were people, family members, who chose to call my boss and tell untruths at one point and cause my work to be compromised. But at first I was really upset when I found out. But later on, when I realized that when God removes you from certain situations, he'll use other people to do it. When you're not living in your purpose, God will allow certain things to fall apart. You'll be applying for certain jobs and you won't get hired. You'll be applying for all these different jobs. You'll be going for all these interviews. You'll be going to job fairs. And God is showing you, just like he showed me in different states. You lived in this state. Okay. You had a nice time. Now it's time to go. All right. Whatever it is that you're choosing to do. When God says no and you say yes, it's going to be a problem. Sometimes we don't realize the signs. Even though we might have experienced these things over and over again, we don't realize the signs because to us, we want what we want. This is another reason why a lot of times when we don't meditate and pray and ask for direction, we don't necessarily get the answer as easily, okay? And I mean, when you're being tried or tested, sometimes you're not going to see it because you're all in your head. And you have to release some of these things. You're not controlling anything anyway, although you think you are controlling things. Regardless of who God uses to block certain things that are not supposed to be for you, he's doing it for your betterment, for you to improve in some way. And sometimes it's going to be a challenge to see that. But get out of your way anyway and take that necessary time and talk. Just talk to God. Go out and get grounded. You know, touch the trees, the leaves, the soil. And I know people are like, oh boy, she's like a 60s person. You know, they want to be living out in the wilderness. No, nobody wants to live out in the wilderness. But when you're out there and you're touching nature, it's allowing you to get grounded and the answers will come. Sometimes they don't come as quickly as we want them, but they do come because God is trying to also teach you patience at the same time. And sometimes that's a very difficult thing to accept. Trust me, I have been tested on that one as well. We have people who come in and out of our lives and they want to play checkers with our lives. But God is a chess player. You know, I learned chess years ago, and I was actually a chess coach for my students. But my father didn't teach me chess. He taught the boys chess. I learned it on my own. But even when learning, you know, sometimes you can play and be a sore loser. I was a sore loser on that game when I played against my ex because I couldn't believe that he could beat me so quickly, you know. Even when you think you're a specialist at something, know that God knows best. And you might think you know, but you really don't. So let us have patience with ourselves and appreciate each moment and realize that when things are not working out, that's God's message that maybe this is not for you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Indigo Moon. You have a lovely day.